I've never had a horse to buck with this bridle on it.
I just won't ride without it.
It trains the horse not to buck.
If you're gonna ride, you need to have one of these.
It's like I'm from Missouri. I believed in it when I saw it.
If you've ever been hurt with a horse bucking, you need one of these.
I use them. I've got 3 of them. I'll always have one in my barn.
As long as I got a horse, I'll have one.
It'll teach them not to buck.
Horses buck. That's what they do, or at least that's what they used to do before the revolutionary BuckBuster. These are actual BuckBuster users, the only product that stops horses from bucking. When horse trainer Billy Barnes first invented the device, he knew there was only one way people would believe that you could really stop a horse from bucking.
He asked me, he said, "Did you have a horse that's pretty rank?" And I said, "Yeah, I just happened to have one, and had never been anybody on him." And he said, "Well, bring him up," and said, "We'll put this thing on him and we'll get on him." And I said, "Who is we?" When we come to getting on him, I said, "Are you gonna get on him or am I gonna get on him?" He said, "No, I'll get on him." So we did that, and it worked.
Billy, the guy that invented them, he come down here, a couple years ago, and we caught horses right out of the pasture that Billy had never seen before, and we'd never rode before.
This is the actual video shot that day with horse trainer and BuckBuster inventor Billy Barnes.
He got on them without the halter, and they bucked just like they were supposed to buck, and Billy bailed off, turned right around and put the halter on the horse, got right back on it, and that horse went right around that arena just like he'd been rode all his life. And that's the God's truth. You would never believe unless you seen it.
I didn't have that real tight on this colt, so he could lunge a little bit. If I'd have tightened it up on him a little more, I would have kept him, but I didn't have it just right. But as you can see, he can't break down and really buck with you.
The BuckBuster works. And with more than 1,000 satisfied customers from all over the world and a no questions asked money back guarantee, you'll know you can ride any horse with confidence.
It's worked on him. He never tries to buck anymore.
She's an occasional bucker, and I wanted something that was safe to where if she was to buck, I could handle and not get bucked off because it hurts.
Before I get on this horse, I know he's not gonna buck. He's already been taught not to buck.
I'm going to use it, and as long as I'm healthy enough to ride, I'm going to ride. But that wouldn't be the story if he hadn't have invented this.
If I'd had one of these years ago, then I wouldn't have all these ribs broke and my pelvis.
The BuckBuster teaches your horse not to buck, and that makes riding any horse a lot safer for you, your children, your grandchildren, for anybody.
The cost of the BuckBuster is about 1/5 or 1/6 the average cost to visit the ER.
It just takes one time and getting hurt one time and it's over with,
I don't care how good a horse you've got, how well broke you might think he is, that joker's will blow up.
For the price of this tool, what it can teach a horse might very well save your life.
The BuckBuster gently trains your horse, safe to use on any horse, and it's effective. It'll stop your horse from bucking in just minutes. And it's easy to use.
You just put it on just like a halter, and then you connect your rope up to your saddle horn, the length of whatever you need. These here connect to here. Very simple. Very, very simple. One on either side. When you're done riding, you can unclip them, and then there you go.
BuckBuster users love it, and you know they love it because they tell their friends about the BuckBuster.
Whenever Patty Cooper had told me about this was something that everybody needs to have in their barn.
We have a world champion calf roper who calls this the greatest piece of equipment to come along since the saddle, because it got the buck out of a talented young roping horse that he had that was costing him money every time that bucked when he roped. Even a guy like that, a world champion cowboy, thinks this is a great device.
You don't have to be a world champion cowboy to love the BuckBuster. It's guaranteed to work for you, and it's easy to use. Why take chances when you can ride with confidence with the BuckBuster?
I barrel race with it on. I go to a barrel race, my horse has always got it. I believe in it.
It definitely is a very, very good tool to have in your tack room.
I'm proud I have one. I won't ever be without one.
It's well worth the money. Hospital bills are way more expensive than that.
The BuckBuster comes with a 100% no questions asked money back guarantee. Order yours today and find out why horse trainers, world champion calf ropers, barrel racers, and horse lovers from around the world stop their horses from bucking with the BuckBuster.